The Maryland Department of Transportation's Maryland Transit Administration, or MTA, is committed to providing world-class customer service, which means that we need to communicate with our riders in all the ways that they prefer to receive information. Over the course of the past year, the MTA has dramatically increased its number of social media platforms. In January of 2016, the MTA utilized only 4 platforms. But today, we have tripled that number to 12 platforms that are used to actively engage with our customers. Each one of our social media vehicles provides a different angle on the MTA story, with service notifications via Twitter, human interest stories on Facebook, video brand builders on YouTube, behind-the-scenes accounts via our Living the Transit Lifestyle blog, quick read daily reminders via Instagram, a look at the broader context of public transit in our region and the world via Pinterest, and talent acquisition for MTA via LinkedIn. The approach also includes a fun and cutting-edge take via Snapchat on how transit can help our riders get around, and human interest pieces on Google Plus and Tumblr. MTA is currently one of, if not the only, large transit agency in America to use some of these new outreach tools to connect with our younger riders. In addition to expanding the number of platforms on which MTA communicates, we have also undertaken a comprehensive strategy of greatly expanding the reach of our primary accounts, Facebook and Twitter. Since April 2016, the MTA has added nearly 20,000 likes on Facebook, representing a 203% growth in our Facebook audience. The same is true for Twitter, which has also seen a dramatic growth in the number of followers. Since June 2016, the MTA has had a 51% increase in the number of Twitter followers. The key has been a combination of engaging posts that feature more still image and video content and paid media. Together, this has caused the MTA to be recognized nationally as a leading force on social media. MTA isn't just focused on creating an increased social media presence. We're also interested in expanding the way the agency interacts with traditional media as well. We identified key demographic groups that we wanted to speak to, and we actively engaged news outlets to help us speak to those audiences. Through a strategy of identifying and nurturing media partnerships, we developed a series of regularly scheduled monthly 3 to 4 minute appearances on WBFF-TV on one of the most highly rated morning news shows in the area. This is the equivalent of more than a half hour of earned TV media annually. This earned media is augmented through the free placement of regular monthly MTA public service columns, headlined by the MTA administrator in the Baltimore Afro-American, Latin Opinion, and Mundo Latino publications. The monthly MTA television show, Commuter Connections, reaches over 1 million households in 14 Maryland counties that are directly served by the MTA. The show features updates on the major events and initiatives that MTA is responsible for throughout its service area and is featured prominently on MTA's social media, with clips played throughout the month on MTA's radio station WTTZ-FM 93.5. Launched in March 2016, WTTZ-FM 93.5 is, to our knowledge, the only radio station in the nation that is owned and operated by a transit property that reaches the vast majority of our immediate service area. The mostly automated format of smooth jazz serves as a base for transit, traffic, and weather updates throughout the day. The station is online at all times, streams on the TuneIn and Simple radio apps, and can be heard on MTA's Metro Subway, Light Rail, and MARC train platforms. Station reporters develop weekly podcasts that are featured on air and on all relevant social media. In addition to the radio station reports, the MTA transit team files 100-plus reports daily with 20 radio and television stations in Maryland and West Virginia. MTA has also reinvigorated its program of direct communications that are targeted to specific audiences, both internal and external. To leverage all this media weight, MTA employees are encouraged to connect with the agency's social media and share content via their own social media pages, thereby acting as an audience multiplier. The end result of this strategic focus on non-stop, relevant, and effective communication on traditional and social media platforms is that it enables transit agencies anywhere to reach a new and broader audience, tell the story the way you want it told, and to provide world-class customer service and engagement.